No bad days. No bad days. No bad. No bad days. I'm just messing up on y'all, man. I would hope that you're having an amazing day. You know what? This is that day. hmm Look, listen, judge me not. We're not going there. We're just gonna keep it real, authentic, A100, human. Human. We're just humans. Let us live. Let us live. Live a life. Live a life. Live a life. It was like rapture and stuff. I was just sitting back like, should I even talk about it with these folks? I thought you were a believer. I thought you followed the word and you paid attention to everything God was trying to tell you, that you wasn't gonna know the time or the hour or the day that came upon you, and that you were supposed to just live your life. You know, the people that's doing wicked, they gonna continue to do wicked either way. You ever tried to change a person that does a toxic person's mind? They just gonna stay toxic. And if you like elevate their mental, they elevate their toxicity levels. It's like you can't, they can't be changed. Only their acceptance in God and everything can change their life course. You can only like maybe influence it or motivate it or initiate the change. You can spark it, but you can't necessarily fully change a person. That person has to make that choice. But seriously, every time, it's up to you. You're Captain Planet. You're the one that controls your ecosystem. This is how it is. I try not to say too much profound things. And then there's been times in my past where I have let my passions get all the way at me and I come out myself. And then, I find myself praying and talking to God and having my little come to Jesus meeting. And, we talk about what we talk about and I breathe and I let it go. God tells me to live alive, keep going. And every day that I get up, I give thanks for it because it's like you just don't know when that day will come. So, you just give thanks for the days that we have, and you cherish them. You learn to cherish them and find meaning in each one of these days that we're so graciously blessed by the Most High to experience life. You know what I'm saying? We just stop squandering it away like we're wasting time. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna talk my junk. I'm gonna say my say. I'm gonna do my me. Why? Because everyone else is doing their them. And I could be singing somewhere on the side of the road or somewhere in the downtown avenue, like, "Hey, baby, you should know that you got me wrapped around your fingers. And lately you've got me deeply gone over you, baby. I feel like I'm in the danger zone, yeah. Love, I'm lost on you, baby. What you do, girl? What you do? You run my mind crazy. Got my heart flattered full of butterflies every day lately. The danger zone seems ever closer. Oh. And loving you is like dangerous for my soul, baby. Yeah, I said, loving you is like damage to my soul. 'Cause if you ever leave, it'll break me down. You might break me down. No, no, no. I'm just fucking with you. Now that I got your attention, please like, share, and subscribe if you get the chance. If you just rock with the gist that I be doing, vibe with your boy. Go stream my music. And no, the live ain't over. I'm not done. Because people torment me. When I go on live, I'll be like, yo. So I went on live and I seen like, because, I be thinking to myself, like when I hear things in politics, like the president is sending the army into Chicago. And I think to myself, like I got friends from Chicago. No offense to y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge people, so I'm not gonna put you in a category of wicked or not wicked, righteous, any of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's God's world. We just live in it. Look, check me out. So we're gonna plan it out like that. So you gonna send that army to Chicago, and that bitch gonna really be a war zone. Cause them motherfuckers is crazy. Or maybe they not. Maybe they like they like OG. Like he gonna talk that good game until the boys roll out with they switches and buttons on it. Cause in the hood in Chicago, they got switches with buttons and flips and whistles on that bitch with stickers posted on it. So they like, you know what I'm saying? They war ready, but you know, the military, they got drones with buttons and flickets and stickers on it and shit. That did you see what they did to Iran, bro? You really want to mess with this people? You want like we be sleeping on our own country after the fact they do what they do. Everybody like, yeah, he dropped the bomb. No, 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 no. He dropped a gravity bomb on those people. Get your life together. Now look, listen. You see how he did that with like he like, yeah, we're not gonna do this, and then yeah, I done already cleared the strike. They halfway there right now. Y'all back? Oh, cool. Boom. Yo, that shit is not funny. But I'm like, yo, this man is like genius. Like we don't know if he bipolar or not right now. Like Donald Trump is going through something. Like, nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Bing, too late. Yeah, I did that yesterday. Boom. Oh shit. We're glad to have you guys back. That little skit rant just went over everybody's head. That the fact that you really want to play with this man and be like, yo, fuck that. You come up here, we gonna blow your ass up. Did you right? All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah. After watching what I watch, I'd be like, yo, they need to send a damn army up there. Send their asses to calm them little niggas down. Like, calm them down. I think they need to be put in Barney's Playhouse or Mickey Mouse's Playhouse or something. They need to learn a little bit more about being nice to themselves and then being nice to the community. Because we just don't need, it's 2025 and we just don't need that level of hatred for no reason. Like, we got these little blicks to run around and blick shit for no. This random old lady driving her car on the way to the store with her grandchild in it and you gonna shoot up this car. Boy, you crazy, bro. I hope God shoot up your life with nothing but blessings, peace, and prosperity. You need to understand some shit, bro. Like, it's a blessing. Like you trying to rush a process to your own self destruction, not realizing the words behind self destruction. There's no beautiful birth, no like the forgiveness is in can you actually forgive yourself for the heinous crimes you've done? How long will you feel like I need to atone for this shit after it hits you? You don't really messed up in your life. Like, damn, we doing that? You see, look, bro, you see what these white folks going through. They in their feelings right now because some of them they feel bad, they feel terrible about what slavery has done, the trouble that it's caused. Because look, if you would have never brought us over here in chains, if you would have never came and gave Indians a messed up ass food, and did what you did on Pilgrimage Day, and slaughtered people by the masses, displaced people from continents, origin, however you feel, like caused so much confusion that it's like, oh my God, this is terrible. And we can't even go back. And when we go back, we start undoing things that we hold the foundations of America. Like just to go back and be like, okay, let's try to correct slavery. Let's see what we can do. Like there's no correcting this shit. You can only make it better by moving forward with purpose of doing valiant things. Like honor that shit. Atone for it. I'm not telling you to be in chains and kissing my feet. I seen a Hebrew Israelite video where they got white folks kissing their feet. Them some special ass white folks. But you better be proud of who you are. That's what makes it so great to be American. I don't know what they talking about. Like I said, this is the warping. This is what you did. This is what your trauma. This is what those whiplashes caused. Every whip was a lashing conviction to your future for the messed up trauma you was gonna cause these kids. These kids were gonna grow up hating you to the point that first moment, some of them got a chance to do what they could do to be like, I'm gonna whip the shit out. You remember when Jamie Foxx was playing the Django and they was like, yo, Jamie hit that nigga so hard he felt it in real life, and they was like he kind of got carried away in the movie because it's like, yo, man, I done seen and heard so many movies of the black man getting his ass beat, whipped and lashed with lacerations all over his back. Yo, I can't wait to whoop this motherfucker ass with this whoop. It was, I'm an Indiana Jones that ass. But y'all crazy. But look, listen, I just don't feel like that. I feel like, yeah, I Indiana Jones any motherfucker just to be like, yo, I just want to hit something with a whip, bro. I don't want to be hit with a whip, but it's like, who doesn't want to slash the whiplash? Like, we so human. Like, think about it. You see somebody unsheath the sword, next thing you know, you want to do the same shit. It's about Allah. Don't let them make it look cool. That's how influenced we are. This one was said, the rapture's tomorrow, and automatically you figure somebody told these people a secret guide that you now know God's plans. And I think God forgot, or maybe God just didn't know that the rapture was the day, and that's why we ain't felt no effects. I mean, maybe Maybe it's a rapture in a political level or a biblical level. Like maybe the church is being raptured, or maybe like our emotions when we wake up. Maybe racism is being raptured, and we wake up, there'll be no more racism. We'll just understand. Maybe they'll just like it's something changing in the atmosphere, or maybe this is just to keep us in point, keep us in check as people, as humans. Cause I be like, yo, y'all crazy. Cause look, I don't even go to church, and I be like, I was watching this shit, like, yo, these are some fools. They think it's the end. Like, don't get me wrong, the world ends and changes every day. When you go to sleep, you wake up, something done changed. The biggest part of the thing that done changed is no longer yesterday, and it's now today. So that's the first big change you got to take. You got to take that change in. Like, what was it? Yesterday was the 22nd. The biggest change in today is that it's the 23rd. It might seem like nothing's changed. It's the same day, but trust me, there has been progression and progress within this day because you woke up. You made it all the way to this moment. Now you got this much time and X amount of hours to accomplish your goals and do what you need to do. Don't get me wrong. This shit is a perfect opportunity if you want to go up on YouTube or any social media. All you got to do is learn how to ride the cap. Just ride it. Cook. Get your ass in the kitchen and get to cooking, Elma. I need that food done now. And I ain't even a freaking comedian. Like, I'm just being for real. Like, do you notice the narrative they push? Like, it's all fear, 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 bullshit. Fear, 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 bullshit. Fear, 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 run, bullshit. Fear, fear, 3 AI Atlas is now a spaceship. Headed towards Earth. It might dock around the sun and spin around and just let some, drones out, and they're going to come chill with us, and they're going to be like, yo, we are the Anunnaki and we made you in our image and da 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 da. Look, it's about all of y'all that's about to go research and be like, oh my God, he might be right. And I'm sitting here laughing like, bro, that shit ain't, look, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I keep trying to tell y'all, I don't know nothing. All I know is I'm here and I'm here to enjoy the moments. So I'm going to laugh at the funny shit because that's what it's made for. It's made for us to laugh, be entertained by. And I'm going to cry at the things that I'm meant to cry at. All of the stupidity that we admit is humans down here. Like these people that are just killing people for no reason. Like you riding around with this big ass gun and you just, I see a car, I'm going to shoot it down. Bro, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. Like, look, listen, I'm seriously praying for everybody right now. Like I'm praying that you find yourself in God and you learn to love yourself, and it helps you to learn to love others and love your environment. Like we fucking it up, we could be cleaning it up. And don't get me wrong. Look at your government. They don't even want you living outside in front of your yard. These people will harass you if you buy some land, and most of the time it don't even matter. They've transcended beyond a black and white barrier. There is no it is classification. It's class. This is the class war, and it's a technological war. Because some people they feel like we don't even got warehouses over here to manufacture anything. So the last thing we should be doing is talking about going to war. Wrong. We got storehouses and shit that can rain death or destruction from above or below, depending on how you take it. Not to mention, I kind of took when the old girl said, don't look down, personal because it's earthquakes and all sorts of stuff. Like I said, we will psychologically warn ourselves from beyond the ethereal realm. And you won't know that it's your higher self doing this or controlling the game or putting in a cheat code. Think about it like this. You ever like play PlayStations and shit, Xbox, Game Boys. You understand? They had like list of cheat codes, and you just think about it like this: your higher self has like a whole list of cheat codes. Now, the cheat codes don't just every now and then it glitches and da 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 da, and now this changes, and you're like, oh my God, this is a blessing, and different things like that. But sometimes the cheat code don't work, or sometimes the cheat code is just to mess with you. It's like, yo, bad day cheat code. Doom. Homeless guy asks you for money. If you give it to him, you're gonna ruin the bad day cheat code. You gotta give him, you gotta say no in order to have a bad day. Or say yes. Because if you say yes, you're gonna have a good day. Your karma wheel is gonna override it, and you're just gonna make millions of dollars that day. That was a whole bunch of bullshit for people to take in and just say, "Oh my God, it's a rapture tomorrow." But y'all better stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Look, listen. I watched a movie called The Wandering Jew. Since everybody on this biblical shit, I remember Molly Music said that the children of God don't even believe in God. Don't even believe in God. They don't read the Bibles. But y'all want to keep quoting scriptures. I think all y'all the devil. All of us. At any given time, we become our own devil and we project it on the other folks. That's what we got to learn to stop. This is the learning phase. Look, class could have been ended. You need to thank God that He loved you enough to let it keep going. Because He could have been, boom, catastrophic wipeout. Reset, reset. So you got to understand, you know what I'm saying? I got to check out what my aunt just sent me. You gotta understand, man, it's levels to this shit. And you done been manipulated on every level. We have all been manipulated on every level. Like right now, they're trying to change the orientation of where your faith is directed. Some of us are convicted behind the gods that we serve, like Neil deGrasse Tyson Grassi. Hey, some of y'all serve Buddha. Some of y'all serve. Not saying anything bad about Neil. I love that man. That man's crazy. Like I love it. He's scientifically, and most of the time, the stuff he's saying is irrefutably facts. Like, don't get me wrong. It's some it's some things I disagree with Neil deGrasse Tyson on, and like, cause one thing you can't not understand science without God. You can't understand God without applying some science. It's like we look, cause you got to look at it like this: we never understand the human body without applying science. Period. You got to get into genetics. You got to get into the DNA. You got to get into like the records. You want to know, how does DNA got this way? How many nodes do we have? Did we originally start off with 8 nodes? How did we end up with 2 nodes? This is when science gets involved. Oh man, my toes are like this, or it's origin, geometry behind my body. This is physics. I breathe, it's levels. I got an inner and I got an outer side of my body. There's an inside of me and an outside of me. These are things like, yo, I be sitting here wondering, like, how bad is this life? Because people be like, yo, I want the aliens to come and take me away. Look, you live on a planet that we've managed to adapt to the point that where we can get comfortable, kick back, watch TV, talk shit about other folks watching TV. We can watch other people watching TV, playing video games while we doing the same thing. Is Earth really that bad, or is it you? You're the one that's making it uninhabitable for you and your peace of mind, your conscience, like the way you perceive life. It's so much beautiful things out here, but if you just don't want the beautiful things or don't want to accept it in your life, then it's going to be horrible. You're going to be like, I'm having a bad day. That's because you don't want to accept anything to be good. That's why your day is bad, because you just want to, you want to be a victim. Stop wanting to be a victim all the time. You already a victim. Get past it. We a victim of an everyday struggle. Fruit of the spirit. You going to wake up, fall in love, or already be in love, lose love, and search for love again. Keep going with your life. Most of the time, it's like, yo, one day they gonna bury me, and I'm hoping that, you know, 100 years after they bury me, they can still discover my music and stream my music. You can still wear my clothes. People can remember me. It's like this. Like most of us, we getting into this because look, I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty on how nasty we is. We so nasty that it's easy for them to use this fear narrative to just make us scared. Look, I want to show y'all something real quick. You had one pastor say one thing about a rapture and the end of days, and look how many ducks fell for it. Like, it's like quack quack, y'all fell for it. It's hook, line, and sinker. That's how easy it is for them to control us. Literally. I'm bro, they can tell us the sky falling. Make something convincing, like something, light. It can be light. I mean, they can pop a firework and we all gonna believe that the sky's falling. And that's what's so crazy. You gotta get your mind out of the space of ignorance and out of the space of illusion and stop wanting to let yourself be distracted. It's like, yo, you remember the what was it? Chicken pies, the movie Chickens, and the chickens was trying to get free, and that's what they doing. They trying to cook us right now. They fattening us up, and then they gonna cook us. And there's a lot of people that think, oh my God, he's saying they're gonna boil us alive and eat people. You simple-minded one. That's why God loves you so much. So simple. Fear. Look, listen. I had to do a survey because I talked to Gemini a lot. I know a lot of people are afraid of AI assistants and any of that, But I seen some commercials because I noticed like 2 3 years ago, they kind of died down. I guess because of COVID or whatever, they died down on the actual promotion of I guess AIDS cures and all of that, and people with HIV and letting people know about it. Because you remember, there used to be a bunch of HIV commercials coming on. especially in the black community, it's like they want to stop you from fucking. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. They want to stop you from making love. I mean, I ain't mean to say. They want to stop you from making babies, reproducing in some sort of way, and fear, that can help. You wonder what really like drove a wedge into the household of what was going to be a amazing black family. First of all, it was. Let me get into it because I remember watching certain movies. Most of the movies I watched, they were all white actors. And in these movies, you always see or hear about, the white kid, his dad done left home or got locked up. And it's mostly pushed this from, because I seen it in the white community, because you got all these white communities of white folks talking about how, black guys abandon their kids. Man, let's talk about the white guys that abandon their kids. Yeah, we got people that stay in the household, both sides, both black and white, that even stay together, that be like, yo, I don't want to be with you, but I want to raise this kid with a two-parent household. We're going to do it for the kids. And as soon as they got dang get the last kid 18, that's when they doing. Now they're gonna mess the kids up either way, because they, I mean, unless you done told them what it was. Honesty is the best path. But all I'm saying is stop pointing fingers, because everybody's in the same positions when it comes to actions. Like, men are men, stupid niggas are stupid niggas, and lost girls are lost girls. It just, until somebody finds them, or until someone teaches us, this is just how it is. Until you learn better. Life teaches you better. God is that teacher that just keeps putting the lessons and applying the pressure behind it. Like, I'm going through lessons right now. I'm trying to learn how to become a partner on YouTube, and trying to learn how to better communicate with people without completely offending people. Because I notice first offense I make is being black. That's, for some reason, this shit just offends motherfuckers. We just now getting to where they like, oh, he's black, that's cool, I love it. Back in the day, he's black, get him out of here. We don't do niggas here. That'd be the whole group of black folks doing that. You remember, you just think about it like this. Drake dropped the song, or somebody did the song No New Friends, and you see how quick it went down for people to just be like, I don't want no new friends. I ain't trying to meet nobody. That's how impersonable you are. That's how impressionable you are. That's how easy it is to manipulate you. At this point, you can't even blame the music. You can't blame the movies. You can only blame your own self, your own conscience. You can only blame yourself and your inability to discern or make the right choice yourself. And you got, the moment you see that, the moment we see that as people, we can address it and move on. You won't even need therapy at that moment. Like, yeah, I was watching the thing about Chicago and how dangerous the streets are, and then I read the comments. I go through comments, and the dude was like, "Damn, I watch this whenever I'm feeling bad about my life. I go back and watch things where people make stupid choices." And I'm like, "Damn," because I do the same thing. We probably relatives. Not to mention, like, most of these folks don't really want to know who they are because they know what they've done. Sometimes it ain't that. It's not this. If you know or feel anything within reincarnation and the structure of it, sometimes it's like this. You don't want to remember the things you've done. That's why you like, I'd rather live and just die regularly. Like, you know what I'm saying? If God gonna take me, he gonna take me wherever. Sometimes you don't even want to believe in God, because you don't want to believe in the lives that you've lived and the things that you've done. You don't want to believe in the atrocities of your ancestors. Some people don't want to accept it. Some people want to accept it. Some people want to. I'm gonna be real. I think some of y'all so freaky. You'd be cool with a nigga hitting you across the back with a whip. Oh, this shit turns me on. Do it again. Oh shit, these motherfuckers are crazy. Right, because I seen that Hebrew Israelite thing, but he was like, kiss my shoe, and I was like, these are so sex slave people. That's all I could think of. And I was like, the dudes, y'all just as dirty, bruh. Look, Hebrew Israelite community, leave me alone. I'm black. No, I don't believe in none of that shit. I just believe in God and the Father of all things and the guiding. Through the darkness, you will see the light. If you judge me, trust me, I'm just not the one that you want to just sit here and judge with or whatever. The karmatic wheel just don't know. Look, I myself would say I try not to beef with karma. So I don't be trying to start shit with nobody. So I do this. I love because I want to be loved. I'd rather do that. Love to me ain't being like, your granddaddy whooped my granddaddy ass. Let me whoop your ass. No, no. I don't care. Your granddaddy whooped my granddaddy ass. Just let me live my life. Let's get this money together and stop looking at me like I'm different from you. Stop that. If you ain't gonna do that, then jump off the other side of the flat earth that you believe in. All right. If not, I can escort you to it, because it's gonna be a time to where I feel like I don't have to lift a finger. Like I said, the God I serve will just hand your head to me on the stake. I'll just wake up one morning and be like, oh, I didn't do this. God did it. That's how powerful he is. So I just pray that you be well. I don't even pray for bad on shit. I pray that people find their understandings. I be like, look, I hope they get it right. Hell, I hope I get it right. Just be like, I pray that I ain't in the wrong standing. That's why before you hit an upper age, give yourself self time. Take time to yourself. Meditate. Don't just go off your own thought and be like, oh, God wants me to do this because you heard a voice say, hey, do this. No, that's why you meditating. You meditating to find all of it. And then you get to the discernment where you can make that solid sound choice because you have no clue who you actually are. And that's the funny thing to me. Don't get me wrong. I know who I am and I know who you are. Sometimes I let people know who they are. When I'm out in public, I'll be like, what up, God? And most people will be like, some people look at me. Some people be like, huh? Some people be like, huh? What did he call me? Nah, I said it. What up, God? So, hey, the crazy part is you do it around the wrong person or like an enlightened, woke black person that's like Nation of Islam or some shit like that. And you, what up, God? And they see you do that to a white person. Did you just call that white man God? And you like, brother, what makes him or you any better than me or God? Huh? And then the Hebrew Israelite be like, well, you know, his people, his people are your people. So what? You just look at it like this. You did it to yourself. That just made everybody look at me. What you mean, bro? You did it to yourself. Like we be doing it to ourselves now. Like you got a moment to where you can stop doing it to yourself. Stop doing it to yourself. Start making it better. Put a little band-aid on that. Tighten that up. Give your people a hug. Let's keep marching forward into love. Like I really wish everybody was cool because in the events I'd be like most of the time wanting to slap people for just actions. It's not that I don't like you. I just don't like your actions. Okay, it's pretty much it. It's your actions fuck with me, and my actions mess with me sometimes. I sit here and I might do something that I'm trying to quit, and I'd be like, damn, this is terrible. Hate that a part of me. It's like an addiction. I need to get to the bottom of it. And I be praying for an understanding of it and praying for, my way, lack of better words. I be praying for a release from that by God. Like, I do the same thing for my friends. Like, be hoping that y'all make it. Shoot. But I love y'all. I'm out of here. This shit going, I'm sorry I did way too long. Wrap it up. These diseases is out there. Wrap it up. Or not, man. If you want to kind of die from some crazy random viral disease, you could just, that's you. But I say do your research on life and make sure you keep yourself safe. Self-care is the best care. And when you can't find a friend, call on God. He ain't never went nowhere. I don't know why you keep thinking God left and went somewhere else, and now you got to go find him like that. No, 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 no. It's just that you just need to keep looking in your heart. Sometimes he get lost in another room in your heart somewhere. You got to go inside and be like, that's where you was at. Stop letting them manipulate you.